Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be making a brisket. It's not your typical brisket that you put in the pit, smoke it, wrap it up in a towel, put it in the cooler. I'm going to be using my uncle's recipe that he's been using for many years. And I asked him to teach me how to do this. It's different. You guys may ask, how come you just don't put it in the oven or things like that? It has great taste, great flavor. It's highly requested. And since I've been making brisket this way, seems to still follow that tradition. And so today I thought, well, let's go ahead and document it, pay tribute to my uncle, my Theo Jr. Thank you for teaching me how to do this, and hope you like this video as well. All right, so of course you need your brisket. You can get any size you want. Today I'm going to do a smaller size. Of course, the pan to put it in, usually put mushrooms. I usually use the serrano peppers. Last time I made one that was small, a can of serrano pepper was a little bit too hot for the family, so I went with just a regular jalapenos. Onion, baby carrots, and of course you can put anything else. You're gonna say, well, that's just like a roast, but I mean, it's brisket. And onion powder, garlic powder, and your meat tenderizer, and the onions. You may ask why you put onion powder with onion. I don't know. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. It's totally up to you. All right, so I'm gonna open this up, rinse it out, put it in here, and here we go. All right, now that everything's rinsed off, opened, ready to prepare, I already cut the onion. I did pull out my temperature so I can go ahead and probe it. I am using the Pitboss, the tailgater, and I have it set at 400. The plates are closed, so the top part's usually around 350-ish or so, and so it'll cook about 5 to 6 hours. With this being not as large, it'll probably be ready a little bit before then. The longer, of course, the more tender it is, and so that's the goal here. And so I'm gonna start seasoning it up. Of course, you're gonna put this as much as you want. The garlic powder that I just used, yes, you can buy garlic and throw them in here as well, just like the carrots. But I just normally use the powder. Then I spread these onions along. And again, these are just for flavor. Once they cook, you can put them on your plate, eat them as you please, or you don't have to. Whatever you want to do. It's all flavor for you. Again, this is a technique the way my uncle has made it for many years, and my wife loves it. She asked for a brisket today, and so here we are gonna make it for her. Here we go. Of course, there's carrots in here. Again, you may think, well, this is just like a roast, but you're gonna put it in a barbecue pit. This is the way he's always made it, so this is the way I've always copied it. And this is the way that it's always requested. Just dump it all in here. We will put heavy duty foil on top. It's probably enough mushrooms, although these are really good after they cook. They're really good, so I'll leave them there. And like I said, I usually use the serrano peppers, but today, since it's a smaller brisket, I'm gonna just do regular 1 can of jalapenos. All right, we'll throw this temperature probe in this thicker part there, and then just fill it up, decide the rest with water. So yes, it will kind of boil in the barbecue pit. Some of you may say, that's not barbecuing, that's not brisket. Okay, you can say whatever you want, but again, if you do copy this, let me know in the comments, see if your family liked it or not, and if you don't, well, that's okay too. So now I'm going to wrap it up in the foil, and then we'll put it in the pit out there. All right, so let's throw some foil on here. do about 2 or 3 layers of it. What side do you guys normally use? The dull end goes down or the shiny end goes down? I usually do the dull end down. I don't know, I was told that it keeps the heat in. You let me know. When I set it into the Pitboss, I do know that the heavier end, the bigger side of the brisket is on this side here. So I'll put this end that's right over the flame, just because I know it takes a little longer to cook. I think the 2 layers will probably be fine. Main thing is just make sure it's sealed pretty well. I'm just going to do 2 layers. All right, let's go put it in the pit. All right, here we are at the pit now. I do have it set at 350 because it was reading a little higher, so I turned it down, that way it doesn't burn too much. So now once I close it, it's going to go up a little bit, so we'll just monitor it. All right, we'll be back. Something. Ooh, it smells good. Getting the facial. Oh yes, feels really soft, tender. All right, so we did reach an internal temperature of 205. This one that was in the pit was rating 212. That's so good. So even though I think it tastes good, I'm gonna have my wife taste it. She'll be the one to say yes or no, not me. We'll be back. Let's go give this to my daughter, see what she thinks. It was a approved taste test. It was good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it up. The way I cut up the brisket, instead of going along the meat, I go along this way so that whenever you take a bite, it doesn't get stringy into your teeth. All right. Once again, it's the way my uncle made the brisket. That's the way I copied it. It's not your traditional brisket. So thank you for watching.